don't explore anything, you just have to implement. In that 1 month also, if you use Instagram, YouTube, or any kind of social media platform, so you will be getting distracted a lot. Then you will be doubting yourself, what am I doing is right or not? But you need to trust the process. If I am applying any kind of face pack in my face, okay, or sorry, on my face, and then I realize that, oh, my friend is applying something else, so she may look better than me, she may glow more than me. It doesn't work like this, okay? If you have decided something, if you have brought something for yourself, then you must have given thought to it, and once you have picked up, then stick to it. What we say, there is a term that what you have, you don't respect that, but what you don't have, you always look for that, or you always fall for that. Evening, if I said so, because I know that I did not use this term, but I'm giving you example. So if I say the evening instead of saying the evening, so don't I know that before evening we add the, or we use the pronunciation the? I know very well. And what do you think? Suppose if you come and you talk to me and you ask me that, okay, Tanya, please explain me this thing, I'm not aware of this. So what do you think? I would really judge you for this, or I would say that what kind of a person is he? Doesn't he know about this? In fact, I would be so happy explaining you that, because when you preach to others, the person who is preaching you, he or she feels so good. I tell you, it's my experience, and everybody does, okay? Today we are tackling a big question, and what's that? Can you really become fluent in English in just 1 month? Well, before you understand this question, you need to understand certain things. Now you might be thinking, okay, she will say that no, it's not possible to become fluent in English in just 1 month, so let's just skip this video. Let me tell you, there cannot be one answer to this question. It will be varying according to your level. It will be varying based on some different factors, and for that you need to watch this video all the way to the end. Hi everybody, this is Tanya, your ESL coach, and in this video I'm going to talk about just that, because for some reason there is a craze for this 1 month duration, and everybody talks about this, or everybody looks for this, that some magic can happen in just 1 month. And now the keywords I'm using, that magic can happen in just one, so again you will be assuming this, yes, she's going to answer this in no, that no, it's not possible to become fluent in English in just 1 month. But just have patience, don't be so in rush, because our first factor is this only. Why are you in such a hurry? Do you even know what's the definition of fluency? You always talk about that I have to become fluent in English, she is fluent, he is fluent, but do you really know what do we exactly call as fluency? The third is expectations, and the fourth is very important, your level. I think in my last video, a longer one which I shoot, so there I explained about this only, that what's your level, and this is the most important factor, because everything starts from your level. What level do you possess in English? If you don't know about that, then how would you proceed? If you are at basic level and then you consider 1 month, I have nothing to say for this, okay? And then if you are above basic, intermediate, above intermediate, advanced, so let alone that part, but still there are a lot of things you have to understand. There cannot be one answer. I said this earlier also, okay? I just cannot I cannot answer in yes or in no. So just have patience, and you have to watch this video with full patience. And now let's go ahead. As I talked about the first factor, why are you in such a hurry? You need to understand, you need to figure it out. What kind of haste are you in? Why is it happening with you? Either you are a working professional, or you have to go to abroad, that means, or you have to go abroad with your husband, that means you are a homemaker, or you are a student, you have to make your impression in front of somebody in your college, in your school, or whatsoever the reason is. You need to figure it out, why is it happening with you, or if you are doing so, if you are acting like this, behaving like this, so is it genuine? You need to find it out. Let's consider the first part itself. If you are a working professional, and if you need to attend meetings daily or weekly or twice in a week, or whatever the case is, if you are there and if you feel humiliated, if you feel insulted, if you feel embarrassed or mocked because of your English, so then also I would not suggest you that you be in hurry, because it's not possible. See, Today you had a meeting, just imagine, and now you came back in the evening and you're thinking that no, I need to improve my English. It won't be working like this. I cannot live like this. I cannot survive like this in my office. So I need to improve my English. So again, the answer is no. You have to calm yourself first of all. Because the more you try to be in hurry, the more you will be failing. And okay, now if I talk about the homemakers, so for them, mostly I have observed them, means again, I'm not showing any kind of stereotypes, but I have observed that mostly they are in either basic level or above basic level if they want to go with their husband to the abroad. The third, in case of students, so it will vary based on the education you have had. You studied either in your native language or you have studied in English medium, because English medium people also face problem in the spoken English. They can't really catch that flow. They, when they speak, it sounds little unnatural or things like that. Now, what do you think of the term fluency? Whom do you consider as fluent in English? The one who speaks so fast, the one who does not take pauses at all while he speaks, or who does not perform breathing exercise, or who does not just relax himself while he speaks, or you think that he is not hesitating while he's speaking? So not really, because if you think that hesitation is everything, fear is everything, if a person is speaking without any fear confidently, then if you consider that person as fluent, then I am sorry to say, but this is not the right answer. You cannot consider that person is fluent. And I bet you that if you find that person fluent, then he will not be speaking fluently everywhere. If he is fluent with a particular person, if he is speaking fluently at a particular situation, then he must be confident about that particular thing for some reason. Either he considers himself superior at that place, so he might be sounding fluent, or he must be comfortable with that particular topic, with that particular portion he is speaking about, so he could be fluent. But there could be many more things, or there are many more things. You have to think beyond, you have to think out of the box. It's just not that the person is speaking without hesitation, but speaking correct too. Grammatical rules also matter, because if someone is speaking good in front of you, it doesn't mean that he'll be speaking same everywhere, because if you are not judging that person, then other person will do that, and in other places he will be judged. Okay, but again, I'm not promoting or I'm supporting this one, that being judged by somebody is a good thing, because it should be more of a that how you are delivering your ideas, and how well, how beautifully you are delivering or you are interpreting the things. When you are able to explain about each and every topic a bit, not only about your profession, right? So whom you can consider fluent, you tell me. The person who speaks only about his profession, if he is a judge, so he's speaking so fluent for that particular topic. If he works in corporate, he's talking so good about that. If I am a teacher and I'm talking only about teaching, so can you really consider me as fluent? It's not like that. You have to talk about politics, you are supposed to talk about some film industry. Okay, I know that knowledge matters, but not too much, because you don't have to sound like a legend when you speak about a topic, but at least you are able to handle that conversation, you are able to survive in that conversation. That matters a lot. So that's the reason whenever you come and practice your English with somebody, especially with a trainer, so we try to put a lot of topics there, different topics, and sometimes you find it boring. You think that what kind of a question is she asking or is he asking? It's not like that. If the person is asking you, then you need to research also. Suppose if I ask you that just tell me the recent news you have watched, and to my surprise you don't watch news, you are not interested in news, what will you do then? You may not speak in the session, you may not speak at the time when the person asked you, but there will be something in your head that okay, this person asked me and I am such a grown up, I am really matured and I don't know how to answer this. Then you will research about it a bit, that what's really going on in the world. So that's how you increase your bit knowledge, and then you try and learn to survive in any kind of conversation, group, or community, or meeting, wherever the people are speaking in a group. And that's the power of topics. So it's for everyone, it's for me also. There could be many more areas I am not really interested talking about. Suppose sports, okay? So sports are something, it's not that I'm not fond of. Yes, you could say that I'm not really fond of this, but I still try to know few things. I don't have much idea about cricket, I don't have much idea about many things in sports, okay? But it doesn't mean that I cannot survive in the conversation. I can say few things, whatever little knowledge I have collected so far, whatever I heard from here and there, from my family, from my friends, whatever I have gathered, I have accumulated in my head, I can survive very well in that conversation. And what if I say that sorry, I don't know much about it? What if I say it's okay, could we just stop the conversation here only, because I don't think so I have much knowledge. But still I said something, even if I said it for 1 minute, 2 minute, or whatever, but I said something, and that matters a lot. At least I didn't say that I don't think so it's a favorable topic for me, so I won't speak. At least I didn't take my steps back. I didn't do that. So you are also not supposed to do that. You have to survive in that conversation, either after some time, after few seconds, or after not seconds really, but after few minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you can say that or you can ask that person that sorry, I don't think so I'm much knowledgeable, or I'm much aware of this, so could you please explain me? Then you can ask questions from that person. So in this way you will be at least handling that conversation, you will be participating in that conversation, and that matters a lot, okay? So fluency, in short or in a nutshell, the fluency means when you are actually able to talk about each and everything you see around yourself, whether it could be mountain, rivers, it could be anything you're not even comfortable with. That is called fluency. And never ever really avoid grammatical part or grammatical portions, because if you think that okay, I'll be speaking anything I want and it will be fine, people will be appreciating me. Yes, people will appreciate you if you sound confident enough, but it doesn't mean that you will not be improving yourself, because it's not a good habit. And just imagine if you keep doing it, then later it will become so problematic for you to correct yourself later. If you realize the importance of correctness and then you want to correct yourself, so trust me, you will not be able to, because I have had few students in the past. So they were I won't say they were fluent, but they had a good flow, they used to speak, and when I used to correct them, so okay, fine, yeah, I would try, but they never tried to correct that. And the 3 months passed, I could not see much improvements. It's because that you are not ready to accept your mistakes. You are not ready to change the things or the way you speak. You are not ready to correct it. You will not do that, okay? The third factor was or is expectation. So you people expect a lot. I have one of my recent incidents I will share with you. So a person comes, and it's been 3 days, only 3 days. I counted that really, because when he asked me that question, then I counted that really, just after 3 days you are asking me this question. So he asked me that, what do you think, how am I speaking now? He said, what do you think, did I improve my communication skills, or my communication skills got enhanced? I was speechless. That it's just 3 days, man. It's just been 3 days, and you're asking me this question. You have to wait for a while. You can't see improvements. See, it's a language, okay, and you need to feel it. I'm not saying that you were not speaking in English before, or you were not aware of this language before coming to me, or before coming to anybody, or before taking sessions from anybody. You were speaking for sure, but when you enter here, you are really on a track. You are getting things one by one. You are seeing your own mistakes, you are seeing your own weakness, and you are correcting it. You are trying to correct it. The person is asking you to correct it, that this is wrong and you need to improve this. Then so let me, okay, I think I should come back to the point now. So after 1 week or after 2 weeks, okay, again, I'm not talking really about 1 month now. I'll start talking about that as well. Don't worry. As I told you in the beginning, that you have to listen to it very with full of patience. So after 2 weeks, you really get habitual to this environment, whomsoever you are speaking with. Okay, even if you are speaking with me, so it will take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to realize what's really happening with you. What are the changes are you exactly feeling? For that, it requires 2 to 3 weeks. You cannot really ask anybody directly. And the same, the way I always give the example of yoga and gym, so the same happens there. Can you really feel changes in 3 days there, or even 1 week? No, you will feel changes only after a month, or only after 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Same things, 4 weeks, 1 month. Okay, so you will feel some changes. Yeah, if you're doing meditation, then you definitely feel relaxed. Similarly, if you practice for 3 days, 4 days, and 1 week, you feel confident. You feel confident better. You feel so much better the way you used to speak, or you feel something, means something is changing. But you can't really ask that how much have I improved, because you have not improved. Now I'm slowly coming back to my answer. So now let's talk about the level you possess in English language. So what happens if you are at basic level? Then forget about 1 month. Directly I'm saying you can't expect much things in 1 month, but I'm not demotivating you that nothing will happen in 1 month. There can be so much things you can do in just 1 month, only if you are provided if you are following a particular strategy. If you are following a good strategy, you planned for it, and now you are implementing that, whatever you have written or whatever you have planned for. So okay, I may talk about that as well if I feel that time is there. Yeah, if you are in above basic, then in 1 month, I tell you, you can reach to intermediate level very easily. Intermediate, or it could be above intermediate also, depends upon your IQ level, depends upon how much you are working on it, or what kind of things you are practicing, whether you are listening to people or not. Okay, if you are in upper intermediate level, then definitely 1 month is sufficient for you, because if you have reached to upper sorry, sometimes I fumble here, right? So if you are at upper intermediate level, then if you have reached to this level, then you are absolutely very knowledgeable, because you have traveled, or if you have come till here, then you know how things work. And when you know how things work, then bringing variety of sentences, that means again the part of advanced level, bringing good vocabulary, bringing good expressions is not rocket science for you. You can do it very easily. But I would not say that you would really jump into a complete advanced level, but you can touch that advanced level. And some people may even consider that you also after a month, that now yes, you have reached to advanced level, only if you use some good words, good vocabulary in a proper way, some variety of sentences, some expressions, some different way of expressing the things if you are using, then you can easily figure it out that yes, now I am living that level. I would say you are living that level. It's not that you have reached here and the journey has stopped, because we live, any level is there, we just live that level. All right, now, so for again, I would start with basic level. Never ever think that something can happen in one means much think, or a lot of things can happen in 1 month. Don't think that. But in 1 month, I would say you can at least learn to talk about your day. You can learn to talk about your plans in future. You can learn to speak in some small topics like what do you like to shopping, like online shopping, offline shopping, something about shopping, something about your family, something about your past incidents. You would learn to speak, and some factors depends upon your IQ level also. It's the universal fact, and there is no harm accepting it, because we cannot expect everyone's brain to be same, everyone's brain to be functioned in the same manner. Okay, it's very true. What you have, I may not have. What I have, you may not have. All right, now the second, for above basic level, above basic, that means you have good knowledge of grammar, means you can speak the things correctly. a bit. Means you don't make much errors, or you don't make that grammatical errors, but you do mistakes and someone can easily find it out. But you speak, and if you are at above basic level, then you can speak at more topics, or you can speak on more topics. Now at intermediate level, though I have explained, like I will not be going in so deep, because I have already explained when you can consider yourself basic, above basic, intermediate, or advanced, upper intermediate. Okay, you can easily recognize it. So first you recognize what will work. Now if you really ask me that what you can really do in 1 month, so I would say the repeated thing, that practice a lot, because there's no any other substitution. Okay, even if you ask me this same question after 10 years, my answer would be same. Just imagine a person who lives in abroad. No, there's no trainer there. He just listens to other people. He just speaks, but still he speaks the correct one. However, or having said that, if you ask that person that why you are using he does, why you are using he has, not he have, he may not be able to answer or tell you that reason. But if he speaks correctly, that matters a lot. So practice a lot, listen to a lot. If you just to answer me one thing, if you don't listen to new things, what will you learn? How will you learn? And from where will you bring new things to your language? If you have a certain limitation to your language, and okay, I just want to give you example. Right now I said that if you have a certain limitation to your language, you may be saying that you have some limitations, so I changed it into you have certain limitations. So now you heard it from me, and you will try to use it in your sentences as well. So what did you do? You just brought variety in your sentences. You just learned a new way to speak something what you were speaking in the past also, but there are some changes. So that's how we learn. When you hear or when you listen to somebody, you try to copy it. Why not, and what's wrong copying it? I tell you one more example. So when I was in lockdown, I used to watch Radha Krishna a lot. All right, so they use different pure Hindi terms, Hindi or Sanskrit. It's the mix up of these two languages, I guess. So what happened to me, I could feel those changes in me. ये क्या करने का प्रयास कर रहे हो, तुमने ये कैसे दुस्साहस किया. So do you think that do we use these words in our normal Hindi term? We don't use, but when we listen to it, we try to copy it. And what's harm copying it? Why do you think negative about it? When you have that exposure to that or to anything, then you love copying it. You love speaking those words. Nowadays, why people are bringing different vocabularies and different expressions on Instagram, and you also might be feeling changes, because obviously if I am into this field, so I observe people, and the same similar type of content also come to my feed. So I watch and I observe that this happens. All are in the same world, so you need to enter in this world first of all right? Okay, so I said that listen to a lot, then practice a lot. In this 1 month itself, you need to immerse yourself, such a good word. You need to immerse yourself into this language. बिल्कुल खुद को डुबो देना इस language में. Every time, don't act like a lunatic person. मतलब ऐसे पागलों की तरह हम act नहीं कर रहे, that नहीं, even if you're sleeping or waking up, then you are just thinking about English. If you are alone in the room, if you are watching something, if you are thinking something, then why not to bring English language there? Why not to just act like just do friendship with this language, okay? And then you will be fine, you will be completely fine, because it's just a language. And don't you think that you enjoy it a lot? See, I was just exploring AI, so then I got to know about one, I don't know the name of that, but yeah, if you search there, chat GPT explore or explore chat GPT, so there if you search spoken English, because I was searching for my fitness, something I was searching. So I was just exploring that what else I can find here. So then I thought that okay, let's try for spoken English also. So it was so good. And when I opened that mic or whatever is there where you can speak, so the robot was itself saying that hi, I'm here to help you with your English and I'll be giving you feedbacks accordingly. So why not to explore all these things? And yes, don't explore anything in this 1 month of journey, because this 1 month of journey is only for implementation, not for your exploring. You explore for 3 4 days whatever you can, you plan you make your strategy, whatever you can do, whatever the things you can list down, you do the things. But this in 1 month of journey, you don't explore anything, you just have to implement. In that 1 month also, if you use Instagram, YouTube or any kind of social media platform, so you will be getting distracted a lot. Then you will be doubting yourself, what am I doing is right or not? But you need to trust the process. If I am applying any kind of face pack in my face, okay, or sorry, on my face, and then I realize that oh, my friend is applying something else, so she may look better than me, she may glow more than me. It doesn't work like this, okay? If you have decided something, if you have brought something for yourself, then you must have given thought to it, and once you have picked up, then stick to it. What we say, there is a term that what you have, you don't respect that, but what you don't have, you always look for that, or you always fall for that. It doesn't work like that, okay? So there are so many things what you connect with your learning, the same we do in our day-to-day language, in our day-to-day life. Sorry about that. So in that 1 month of journey, you have to do a lot, you have to work a lot, you have to make it productive. There's one more term, you have to make it productive. That's all what I wanted to say. I hope I could answer that. And if I want to conclude it, so I would say in 1 month you can improve your skills, but you can't really call yourself fluent, because it happens over time. And right now I fumbled, okay, or I might have said also few things wrong which I didn't even realize. I don't know, because usually I remember if I make any grammatical errors, so I don't think so I made any grammatical errors. But even if there were, so what? If someone is making mistakes really, so it doesn't mean that the person doesn't know what's the correct grammar or what's the correct word. The person knows very well, but while delivering that idea, the person is so into that, it's just the person is so much immersed into that, so you can't judge that person. But if I talk about, yeah, in case of fluency, I also added one more term, that it's not only about that someone is speaking without hesitation, but also a correct English. But correct English does not mean that person is not allowed to make few of the grammatical errors. For example, if I by mistake, if I said the evening, if I said so, because I know that I did not use this term, but I'm giving you example. So if I say the evening instead of saying the evening, so don't I know that before evening we add the, or we use the pronunciation the? I know very well, but still you are using or you are speaking in a flow. So don't think that I am telling here that you are not supposed to make any kind of errors, or you are not supposed to use a simple English, simple words. You can use, it's your language. Just simplify the things in your case, okay? And just remember one thing very, very important, and that is you need to know to speak in almost all the topics. The word I use, that you need to survive in every type of conversation, in every community. You need to learn to survive there. And survival not in the case that you are speaking a lot for the next 15 to 20 minutes, but you are able to handle that conversation. If you don't know about something, what's the harm asking that from that person? If you, it happens to me, okay, there are a lot of words, sometimes people words in the sense, there are so many things people talk about I'm not aware of, okay, there could be any abbreviations, or there could be any short form of something which I'm not aware of. So I directly ask, what you are talking about, could you please explain that? I just don't know, means I'm not recalling, but there was a term, and there was the short form of something actually. I'm not recalling at this moment, otherwise I would have said. So it happened 1 month back, and then I asked that person, could you come again? So the person exactly told me. So I said, really? So the short form of this word also exists. So it was a new thing for me, and it's completely fine if you're asking someone if you're not aware of. So that was something knowledgeable part. But if you're not aware, or if you don't know much about any topic, like I gave you example politics, or film industry, or about any movie, or anything, any good term, if you're not aware of, so it's better. And what do you think? Suppose if you come and you talk to me and you ask me that, okay Tanya, please explain me this thing, I'm not aware of this. So what do you think? I would really judge you for this, or I would say that what kind of a person is he, doesn't he know about this? In fact, I would be so happy explaining you that, because when you preach to others, the person who is preaching you, he or she feels so good. I tell you, it's my experience, and everybody does. Okay, सबको अच्छा लगता है कि अरे वाह इसने मुझसे क्वेश्चन किया, अब मैं इसे और अच्छे से बताता हूँ या बताती हूँ, तो everybody feels good. Okay, that's all what I wanted to say in this video. I hope you didn't get bored. If you really wanted to hear all these things. All right, now see you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye. And if you have any questions for me, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be answering that. Okay, thank you. Bye.